it's Twintuitive717. I am back with another video. I hope you guys are doing incredibly well as always. So I do have a reading here for the Twin Flame Collective, and I don't know whose reading this is, but your Divine Masculine wants to send a message that they want to move close to you. A lot of you can feel them energetically. You can feel them in your space. Many masculines miss you, Divine Feminine. They are thinking a lot about you. But they want to shed some light on why it is they might feel a little bit stuck in their relationships right now. Okay, so this reading is specifically for those of you who are in twin flame dynamics and your twin flame is with someone else. I've been getting messages around a masculine that has children, okay, very small children. And I've been getting messages on divine masculines who, even if they don't have children and they've been in long-term partnerships, you guys might find that this particular masculine is having issues going either back and forth with the karmic, or it's very hard for them to leave that situation. Now, this is not for those of you who have twin flames involved with karmic partners and the relationship is very toxic and you can feel that on an intuitive level, and a lot of you have been guided to just back off and give space. This reading is for those of you who you may know on an intuitive level that it's very difficult for your counterpart to leave that situation because the energy I'm getting behind it is guilt. And they may have placed a lot of responsibility on themselves for this other person. And many divine feminines may be in this situation as well, where it's very hard for you guys to end your marriages or walk away. You guys might have very small children yourselves, or the relationship that you have with your partner is not toxic at all, and it's very, very hard for you, and it feels very heavy in your heart to be in this whole twin flame journey or have this whole twin flame experience, and now all of a sudden it is, slowly turning things upside down for you. Okay, there's a lot of deep reflection that's meant to happen. No matter what type of relationship that we're in, our twin flames will always come and make us question it. And I feel like for these particular twin flames, whether it's the masculine or feminine, I'm more channeling for the masculines here because I really do feel as though it's the masculines in these positions. But if it is your feminine and you're a masculine listening, take the energy how it resonates, because you might be listening as a masculine and you might find yourself saying, no way, that's not even me, that's totally her in that situation, and she's the one who's not able to walk away even though she's feeling really unfulfilled. So take it how it resonates. But for this particular message, I'm getting that it's many of the masculines, and I want you guys to know, like, the energy behind these masculines that they want the feminines to know is that they love you, they long for you, they feel romantic, and they feel that spark and that sexual chemistry with you. And they're having to learn about the importance of being truthful and authentic to themselves. Many of them are faced with a lot of heavy responsibility. They simply cannot leave that relationship with their partner because let's say their karmic partner, since they've had kids, has not worked, for example. Many of your masculines have a heavy responsibility to not only take care of their kids, but to take care of their partner as well. And they may be in the process of figuring out all of those things. And for the first time in their life, they are not running from that conundrum, okay? This big lesson that's placed in their lap. For the first time, many of them aren't running from it, and they're starting to question, like, how much longer can they go on feeling this way? And many of the twin flames will experience this lesson very, very intensely. You will feel very drawn to your twin flame intensely. You may find that your marriage or your relationship with your partner is slowly breaking down. You might start feeling a big disconnect from them, and I feel like at that point it starts becoming unbearable, and you're forced to have that talk with them or to start pushing them in the direction of independence, or you're maybe as a divine masculine starting to take on the role of taking care of the kids more around the house, or just playing a more active role in like not only going to work and coming home, but knowing what it's like to take care of your household. And I feel like that's balancing things out, because what it's doing is it's giving your partner more time now to go out there and find a job or work. Because again, not all karmic partners are there to negatively affect your divine masculine and teach them a lot of shadow lessons. Many of your masculines are in situations where their karmic partners are, like in this case, I feel like it's like soulmate relationships. Their soulmate is there to gently teach them. And I've talked about this a little bit on Patreon in a post last night, but many of you, you will see, like, if your divine masculine triggers you because he's going back to a karmic relationship, and the triggering is within you, that's your lesson to work on. It's not about your divine masculine. Or a lot of the times when we spend so much emphasis on blaming, so why it is they keep going back and forth, and they're so messed up, and they're this and they're that, and we're totally deflecting from the fact that it's like, why do I continue to hold on? Why am I so bitter and angry about someone else making a choice that it's their right to make? So keep doing the inner work, divine feminines, because a lot of these masculines who communicate with you, they learn a lot of truth. They learn how to stand up for themselves. I feel that for many of these feminines, it's the first time that your masculine has heard anyone talk about life in the way that you've talked about life with him, divine feminine. And it's bringing a lot of integrity to his life, accountability. He's wanting to do the right thing. And I feel that it's a slow process for many of them. Sorry guys, sometimes when I want to say process, I struggle, because you guys will call me out in the comments and be like process or process. But yeah, it's a slow process for many of these masculines. And I feel like through this reading, I want many of you to know, or a lot of you can already intuitively feel this, okay? You're so in love with your divine masculine, and many divine feminines absolutely adore and respect the type of masculine that you have, because you see him honoring his truth in terms of like wanting to do the right thing in all aspects of this connection. And a lot of you, it's like you want to be mad, but it's like at the end of the day, you can sense that it's like he's just struggling to do what's best for everyone involved, okay? So I just thought I would draw some cards around this and just let you know what lessons they may be learning at this time. Oh, okay, that wanted to come up, but I just wanted to shuffle a little bit and just see what messages are coming up around your masculines, maybe working through these karmic situations and where they're at right now, okay? So we have the Page of Cups coming up here, and I feel that, you know, it really does confirm that energy of the lover and the dreamer within your divine masculine, okay? I feel that in many of their karmic situations, what they're finding out, or soulmate situations, is that, yes, they respect their wife or husband or whatever the case is. In this case, I feel like I'm channeling this divine masculine, okay? So that's how the energy is going to come through. But again, please take it as it resonates, guys. Only you know how it is you resonate with your whole twin flame dynamic at the core. So let's say this divine masculine is married, okay? And yes, he respects his wife. Yes, they've been together for a very long time. Yes, to the outside, they might have the most perfect marriage, the most beautiful family. But at the end of the day, behind closed doors, I feel like this masculine can't be his true, authentic self in this connection. And he wants you to know that that's part of the reason why he comes in and out. Or he may tell you, you know what, like, I need to be with my family. I need to work things out. I need to do the right thing. But then he keeps coming in and out. It's because you ignite that lover within him. He can be his true, authentic self when it comes to being romantic and touchy-feely, and I feel like his feminine receives that energy very well, maybe in a very fiery way. She arouses him, and it's like he can't quite help it. And I think that it's like he's asking himself, like weighing out the importance of how long is he going to continue on like this. This is a divine masculine too. Okay, yeah, there she is, Queen of Wands. That's so funny, I didn't even notice the cards there, okay? Oh, and then we have King of Cups coming out, guys. Okay, so this is what I feel with these cards. This is the divine masculine's energy while he stays in the situation with his soulmate or his karmic connection, okay? And it's because it feels safe. I feel like, again, he's very childlike in a way where he just wants to do the right thing. But the King of Cups knows that, oftentimes doing the right thing takes a lot of integrity. And I feel that the Knight of Cups, okay, the Page of Cups here is like more of like the dreamer energy here, but the King of Cups is more like emotionally responsible when it comes to relationships. And I feel like many of your masculines are growing out of this energy here, or growing out of the relationship, and they're wanting to be the King of Cups. And this takes being truthful and, yes, doing the right thing, but also being honest with this person and letting them know where your heart really stands. And I feel like it's with this Queen of Wands here, because I feel like, yes, he is a passionate lover. He's very stable as well. Like, this Queen of Wands is very attracted to this King of Cups because he grounds her. Okay, she might be very wild and passionate, and this Queen of Wands too is not afraid to give this divine masculine all the space in the world to figure out what he needs to figure out. And I feel like that's what's pushing him out of this Page energy right into the King of Cups. Because, she follows her intuition. She knows that he has things to work out in his relationship as well. But instead of, being in and out, this is the Queen of Wands. She acts with a lot of charisma. She's a leader. She doesn't follow the crowd. So I think that if it were anyone else, they would continue to have like this affair with this divine masculine, but not this Queen of Wands. She's like, you know what, you do what you need to do, and when you work that out, we'll see like where we stand. She's not even giving him the guarantee that she'll be there. She's like, we'll see what happens. But I feel like that's putting him in a position to actually come forward, and instead of being this Page of Cups where he's like, oh, you know what, at the end of the day, like, let's just all be together, this dreamer here. Like, yeah, right. This Queen of Wands won't stand for being with you in secret and allowing you to just carry on in this soulmate relationship just because you feel like it's the right thing to do, or you feel like, you know what, I have to take care of this person for the rest of my life. I feel like this Queen of Wands is letting you know that just by the way that she's able to demonstrate, being a woman, she might have children of her own. She might know how to run her own household. She might run her own business at the same time. I feel like the part of her energy that triggers you, divine masculine, is that she doesn't know why you stay when the energy around that whole dynamic that you feel stagnant in. You should be pushing your person or your soulmate or your karmic partner to like thrive off of their independence, and to know that they are capable of facing adversity in this lifetime, no matter what happens when people all of a sudden wake up one day and their feelings change or life changes. If you're with a person that all of a sudden their life just falls apart if you're not around, or if you can't do for them, like, that's a really heavy burden to carry. And so I feel that many masculines are attracted to this divine feminine because they've actually seen her go through maybe that exact same situation that he's in, except she wasn't afraid to, like, let's say, leave her partnership or leave her marriage, and all of a sudden she went from like depending on, like, let's say, a partner or a husband or whatever the case is, to just completely like doing everything on her own, starting her own business, making her own money, being prepared to go and get her own place, have her own car, like whatever the case is. She's not trapped by those types of situations. And I feel like that's what this King of Cups is learning from her, and he's learning to honor within himself as well, which is, like, my energy really wants to like partner up with someone like this, or to be with someone like this, and I can't help but go towards this divine feminine. But she's like, if you really feel like that, then you know what you have to do. Like, you can't be in this energy when it comes to being with me. Like, I can't be with a page if I'm a queen. I need to be with a king. I don't want you to be the Page of Cups. I want you to be the King of Cups, which is, yes, it's really, really tough to sometimes leave partnerships and leave relationships and let people carry their own weight in life. It's really tough because it's like, many masculines feel so guilty and so responsible, guys, for their partners. But again, this is all about autonomy in this lifetime, and it's all about again, I get that adversity message. It's about facing adversity, because, you know, today, tomorrow, something could happen. Someone can change their mind on you. And it's like when you turn around and all you have left is to guilt someone into staying with you, because you're so afraid of like supporting yourself, for example. That's a scary place to be in. And I think many masculines are starting to realize that. But with the King of Cups, they're coming from a place of compassion, right? They're like, oh my God, I don't want like the mother of my children to be like that, for example. This twin flame relationship is teaching me that I don't want the mother of my children to be so completely dependent on me, because never mind the twin flame relationship, if something were to happen to me, knowing that my partner doesn't know how to drive a vehicle, they can't go out and work, or, you know, they're like, wait a second, I want them to be independent. I want them to be able to take the kids out and to do the mom and dad role if I'm not around, and vice versa. Many masculines are learning to be the father and the mother to their children, even though they're in relationships where their wife, for example, is used to taking over all the motherly roles. A lot of these masculines are stepping up, and that's why they may be like, you know, in and out and silent with you at times, divine feminine. It's because your Queen of Cups energy is teaching them to, again, be accountable and be the best versions of themselves possible. And I talked about this again in a written post on Patreon, but many of you are teaching your masculines to go back to their karmic situations and balance out karma, because again, not all of them are in toxic situations. Many of your masculines have big, huge hearts for their soulmate or karmic partners. And many of you divine feminines understand this at an intuitive level with this queen energy here. The queen is patient. The kings have all of the knowledge, but the queens are very patient when it comes to this journey here, because again, this Queen of Wands with this black cat here, she follows her intuition about this journey. And the reason this masculine loves her is because there's no pressure, because the divine feminine on an intuitive level knows that they're on this twin flame journey. She's surrounded by the lions here because she has a lot of courage and strength, and she also acts with a lot of grace and integrity. But I feel like the reason this masculine's marriage or long-term partnership is slowly breaking down or disconnecting is because he can't help but move towards this Queen of Wands as his ultimate fulfillment. And I don't think he feels that is wrong at this time, because again, it's teaching him to be the best version of himself in this lifetime, and also bring a lot of spiritual gifts and realizations and epiphanies to his karmic partner as well. So yeah, all right. I think I'm going to end it off there. I was going to dig into these two decks, but the energy totally shifted. I don't even feel like using the Dark Mirrors deck, because you're definitely dealing with a masculine of great compassion, okay? And this connection is, very, very beautiful and balanced, okay? Like, it's like an equal give and take of the twin flame divine feminine and divine masculine energetically. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Take care of yourselves, and I will catch you in the next one. All right? Bye, guys.